Okay, in this lesson we are looking at somebody that I used to know without a capo. So the chords that we are dealing with are D minor, C, and a really ugly chord, B flat or A sharp. Okay, so to make a D minor, first fret, bottom string, that's where I place my index finger. Then the fourth string down, the G string in the second box, and then in the third box on the B string, and that is the D minor chord. To make a C chord, it's still spread across the same 3 frets, but my index finger is on the second to last string, the B string. Middle finger is on the third string down in the second box, and my ring finger is on the second string in the third box. Okay, now to make this bar chord, it's a really ugly chord. There are a few different ways you can do it. So this is one way. We want to bar our index finger. So have it nice and flat, so it's flattening all of those strings there from the second string down, because that's our bass note. We don't have to be all the way up here. So from the second string down, we have a nice flat finger. We're skipping this second fret entirely, and then we're making an A major shape, open chord, with slightly different fingers. So I've got my middle finger on the third string down, ring finger on the fourth string down, and pinky on the second to last string there. And they are all in the same box, as you can see. Now, that's quite an awkward shape, I find that really uncomfortable. So what I tend to do, and this really depends on if your fingers are strong enough and up to the challenge, you can use your ring finger to flatten these strings here. Now a lot of people worry about that bottom string. It's just going to sound like that, which doesn't matter because we still have the notes that we want for that chord. That bottom string won't matter. I actually tend to use my pinky now because it's a lot more comfortable. I've got more stretch and space between those fingers. So those are kind of 3 options you can use for that chord. So with the strum, the essence of the song is it's really going between a D minor and a C for a lot of it. It's not until we get to the chorus does that B flat chord come in. So they're going down, down, up, change into C, down, down, up, change into D minor. So really quick changes here going. Now what I'm doing here, on that up strum, I'm actually taking my fingers off the guitar and changing the chord. So on the D minor here, down, down. When I do the up strum, I actually take the fingers off and I'm creating that C shape. Down, down, up again, going back to D minor. And it happens for such a split second that it doesn't matter that no fingers are on the guitar for that part. When you get to the chorus part, it's D minor, C, goes into that B flat, back into C. But you didn't have to cut me off, make out like we never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. So that's what the chorus looks like. So that rhythm, it kind of brings me to the bass line because that is the essence of the song. It's actually how it starts. It goes like this. So what I'm doing there is it's an open D string, and then I take, like it would be a C chord, but I just need the bass note. So I'm plucking twice, back into C, so that's ring finger on the second string in the third box, practicing that in your own time, because if you can get that rhythm, that is the essence of the song. Next up, we have that little melody at the start of the song, which goes like this. So, I'm going to show you the correct fingers to use for this. Basically, we start with our ring finger, and it's in the 7th box. Okay, so 7th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4th string down, so the G string. So we want to pluck that string just individually, like that. Twice. Ba, ba. Then what I want to do is I've got my pinky here, and that's on the B string, so that's the next string down. Plucking twice again, making sure we're moving this hand as well, so we're plucking the correct string. So twice, so it should sound something like this. Next up, we're going to the very bottom string, and we have the 5th fret, 6th fret, and 8th fret. So these are the things I'm going to use. It's going to look something like this. Index finger, middle finger, pinky. So it's almost as though I've assigned a finger to a separate fret. So it's like whenever you see anything in the 5th fret, we're using that finger. Anything in the 6th fret, this finger. Anything in the 7th fret, that finger. And anything in the 8th, the pinky. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1, okay, so that riff, so it's going 5, put the middle finger down, 6, put the pinky down in the 8th box, so skipping that fret, and then I take the pinky and the middle finger off, back on the index finger, plucking. Then I take my pinky, where it was in the 8th box, but I'm on the B string now, so the second to last string, and I pluck that. Okay, so it sounds something like this. Okay, next up we're on the B string still, but I'm going to use my middle finger now in the 6th box, plucking twice. Taking my index finger on the same string, so we're in the 5th box now. Then I go to upper string, so the G string now. And really important that we're making sure we're plucking the right string here. We're in the 7th box, ring finger, twice. And then my index finger in the 5th box. And you just pluck that once. So it should sound like this, that riff. So all together it should sound this. So that's the first round. The second round is exactly the same except for the last part. So it starts exactly the same like this. But then we go straight to the G string here in the 7th box, plucking twice. Down to the B string, index finger, 5th box, sorry. Back to the 7th. So it should look like this. And then what I'm doing, from 5, I slide all the way into the 10th box. That's quite hard to get really accurate, it's very easy to miss. So it's good to have a little practice of sliding into that box. Okay, so altogether it should sound something like this. Second time round. And there we go.